Okay, so today we're going to learn Never Let Me Down Again by Depeche Mode, and I want to give you a little sample of what it's going to sound like when we're done learning the song, so that way you can have an idea of what it should sound like. Something like that. So, in order to get you there, though, I like to start always the lessons with the chords of the song of it. So before you get into the fancy, kind of bass lines, you need to know the kind of the foundation of the song. So for years, I used to play it this way. When I would perform it, I would just play it like this with the chords. Here's D minor. Something like that. So in order to get you there, to get you to this part where you're going, we're going to have to start with the chords, I feel. No matter what, you start in the chord of D minor. Okay. Then you go to C major. Then you go to F major. And then you go to D sharp major. Now I usually play the F inverted. So there's your F, and I play it here with the C there instead of there. So I go. And then back to the D minor. So you got the chords there for this part of the song, which I call the second intro. There's actually an intro before this one, but this is like our main melody. In the right hand, let's see, do I have enough keyboard to show you this? I'll show you on this octave here. So we start on D. So that would be D, C, D, F, D. And as always, I'll put the notes on the screen. So it's D, C, D, F, D. Okay. Next part should be. Okay, so I'm playing it so I can hear it, so I can tell you what it is. So that would be D, C, D, F, A. Okay. Then we go to A down here. Let me make sure you can see my fingers still. Okay. So that would be A, G, A, C, A, A, G, A, C, A. Okay. Then we go again on A. Okay, and that would be A, G, oh no. So A, G, F, D. You gotta stop singing that deep. Here we go. A, G, F, D. Okay. From the top, let's do it again. We're gonna go D and C here. Okay, once again from the top. Like this. Well, the next part that you learn is it goes like this. It should sound something like this. Right? So we start with D minor again. And then I usually play the C, D, so D, C, D. Okay? That's a little tricky, but it's D minor. We're going to change to a C chord, okay? So it's... you see that little rhythm there? Pause. So... right? So you throw the D minor chord in there. So you hit it. Right? That takes you up to the G. Next is to the C up here. That would be C, G, B flat or A sharp. B flat, I guess. Actually, we're okay. A sharp probably. So then to the G. Okay. And in the left hand, I'm playing G, but I'm playing inverted. I'm putting the D down to this D. So there's G. Like that. So. Okay, so let's try that again. From the top, it's D minor. One more time, we'll do it again. So it's D minor. This is going to require some practice. Okay. You're going to need to practice. I usually have these about an octave apart, like an octave in between. So I'm hitting D. These are just the notes of D in octaves. Then to C. Then to F. Then to D sharp. So this is what you're going to want to learn how to do the syncopated rhythm. I can show it to you as slow as I can without messing myself up, but there really is no way other than practice. So once you kind of get the changes with the chords, and you get comfortable playing it, and you kind of have your fingers almost in the right hand anyway, memorizing the melody. where you can do that basically with your eyes closed. You could play that melody with your eyes closed. You want to try to get it to that before you, in my opinion, before you start trying to do the syncopated rhythm, because it's. So you got to keep that up, you know, pretty much the whole song if you choose to play it this way. So just start practicing that. Right? So. Okay, so this is a really short lesson to get you started. There's other parts of the song I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you what they are, and we'll have to learn them in later lessons because they are a little bit more complicated. For instance, the actual intro of the song is really G. I go down here, though. You might not be able to see the top G, but octaves in G, and you're just going like this. Oops, sorry. So, and then there's the familiar melody that we learned in this first lesson. So that's one part. The next part is when you get to the, we'll be learning the verse, which I just play like that, da 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 bum bum. So you're, so. Right, so. I'm taking a ride with my best friend. Right, something like that. So that'll be the verses. Then you have your chorus, which I believe is "We're Flying High." So then I play a. So we'll be learning that in a future lesson. Okay, so we are going to learn all the parts in different lessons. I think this is a lot for today, believe it or not, just because of the difficulty of it. But when you're done, it should sound something like this. Right? So thank you so much for tuning in. I know this is kind of a weird lesson. Just know that I've been working behind the scenes here, trying to get more videos for you, but also trying to learn more interesting ways of playing them. So if you look on the playlist for any of the songs, whether it's Enjoy the Silence, Never Let Me Down Again, there are some really good cover versions that I've heard, and I think they're better than the way I played it in the past. So there's some good, I'll always put the good covers in there. Hopefully my fellow YouTubers won't mind me doing that. But just so you know, we will walk you through this. It may take 2 or 3 lessons, though, to actually get it down. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for putting up with my ADHD. And I will talk to you on the next one.